What is going on YouTube? And welcome back to my channel. Thank you guys so much for joining us once again tonight for a night of hot topics and social commentary. A couple things I want you guys to do before we get started. I want you guys to subscribe to my channel. Make sure you press that big red button and subscribe to my channel so you're updated on every time that I post a new video. Also, be sure to give this video a thumbs up. We want to see 5 thumbs up for this video. Make sure to leave us a comment and give us some feedback on how you think we're doing or what you'd like to hear us discuss in the future. Last but not least, make sure you press that notification bell so you're notified every time I post a new video. The whole crew is back today. Mike, Jennifer, and Tyrone. What's going on, y'all?
Hello.
Hey.
What's poppin'? All right, so we will get right into things. So I think the biggest story that we've heard is that there was a document released from one of the justices of the Supreme Court stating his views on Roe versus Wade, which is the case that legalized abortion across the nation. And so it seems as though the court is leading to reversing Roe versus Wade. I did hear a senator speak earlier today saying that the Senate is going to vote next week on Roe versus Wade being put into federal law. Not sure why that hasn't been done as of yet. Maybe they just didn't think that this was going to happen, but this is kind of scary, but a lot of people were saying that this is a possibility of happening when Trump was putting all those people in the Supreme Court. I think he put 3 people in the Supreme Court, if I'm not mistaken, if not 2. And this was one of the fears that people had, was that Roe versus Wade would be reversed, and it seems like we might actually see that happen. What are your thoughts on this? And then I'll get into my thoughts.
First of all, do y'all hear that music in the background?
I do.
Yes.
You know what's crazy? I don't hear it at all.
You don't hear it?
Oh, wow.
Well, it's loud enough.
I hear it loud and clear.
Let me turn it back down, because I'll turn it up like
that was you turning it up? I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Like I can barely hear Johnson a little bit.
Oh, wow. But is it much better now though?
Excuse me, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's lower now.
Yes.
Can it go lower?
It can go lower, just a tad bit lower. That's perfect right here. Whew,
All right.
Okay.
So I had to make sure I asked, because I saw Mike's eyes going.
I was trying to get somebody that eye contact, like, turn that shit
Yeah. Okay, that's enough. Okay, I'm sorry. Anywho, so yes, this leak. Hey, Regina says hi. She's on for a few minutes.
Hello, Regina. Thank you for joining us.
So this leak, first of all, this is really huge. I don't think people really realize how crazy of a leak this is.
Right.
First of all, these are the things that they are talking about or drafting behind the scenes. Mm-hmm. Somebody felt the need to leak that information out. To be honest, it could be any side that leaked that out, the Republican or the Democratic side. Either way, there's going to be an uprising, right? So that's major. But for over 60-something% of this country, we don't believe as if Roe versus Wade should be overturned. I think it's 69% of the people in this country feel as if women should have a choice of what they do with their bodies. And what makes this worse is seeing the picture of the man that wrote this. I'm not trying to be shady, right, but I'm not even sure if he had a womb outside the womb that had him. You know what I'm saying? And that's just by the way he looks. You know what I'm saying? It's just crazy to me to have grown men that would make sure that their daughters got an abortion if they got pregnant by a black man. Say that nobody else can get one. That's crazy. And we all know this is just a political thing. It has nothing to do with what they feel that women should have or have not or not have. It's only a political thing. And I think it's disgusting. It's one thing to make, vaccines and all that stuff a political issue, but to talk about what women are allowed to do for their bodies, because it's going to happen regardless. They're just going to go around the corner to the woman that knows how to do it.
Right.
We need safe and sound opportunities for that. Now, I personally am not someone that would have an abortion. Um, it's not for me, but every woman has their own right to choose. So I agree with that. If you feel that way, do you, and I believe you should have the right to do you.
Absolutely. I guess I'll go next here. Me personally, I don't feel as though if I were a woman, I will be able to make the decision to have an abortion. However, I do know people that have had abortions before, and I would not want to put that burden on anyone. You have
Mhm.
no idea the struggle, mental struggle that someone would go through to make that decision to terminate a pregnancy. And so I feel as though this is, as Jennifer said, it has become a political thing. We are politicizing everything, and it seems as though we're getting to a place to where nothing, like real life, doesn't matter. Like you have to use common sense when it comes to these types of things. And just as Jennifer said again, you know people are going to still find ways to get abortions, even if
Mhm.
Roe versus Wade is overturned. But again, it is strictly political. As I stated before, as Trump was putting in these Supreme Court justices, this was a fear of a lot of of a lot of people in politics that this was going to happen, and for it to actually be in our face like this, it's really surprising to me. I feel as though there's an equal opportunity for both the Democratic side and the Republican side to leak this. I'm leaning towards the Democratic side, but I feel like, it's just as possible for a Republican to have leaked this. Some people are saying one of the clerks of one of the justices might have leaked it, but there is going to be an investigation to look into who actually leaked this document. But
Verbal leak.
this scares the crap out of me for the future of our women in this country. It's so sad. It's so sad to me. What are your thoughts, Mike?
I was listening to The View, and I loved what Whoopi Goldberg said very passionately, actually. You know, women, it's their body. Let them do what they need to do with their body. Like, just, you don't even have to agree upon it to not let somebody do what they want to do with their body. But I don't know why it's such a big thing. So, why should we, our men, in general, tell somebody what to do with them? Their body? I don't understand. Let let people do. I mean, I feel like if I was a woman, I can't say that I would never have had one. I
Hmm.
have one, but it's not, nobody's so prideful they're going around waving up flags and I had an abortion. It's already a hard thing. Let them do it in private. Like, half the time you don't even know they even had it. They don't tell you, so just let them do it.
Hmm.
And I'm sure it's a hard decision,
Absolutely.
but people complain. This is what I don't understand. People complain about, I gotta pay my taxes to pay for your kids, but then you wouldn't let them. I don't want to say get rid of the child, but you wouldn't let them make the decision to
To
terminate the pregnancy to
hmm
avoid this situation happening. So it's like damn if you do, damn if I don't. But if somebody cannot afford the baby for whatever reason they cannot afford the baby, then you know I don't know. It just I feel like people should do what they want to do with their body
absolutely.
if it
Right.
makes
And for
you know.
and for me, I feel as though, if your stance is that, don't kill the baby, then my thing is, well, what are you going to do to help that person to raise that child? Or
That's it.
what are you going to do to help them so that that child does have a good life?
Right.
And typically that answer is going to be nothing. They're
I'm
just
behind their
worried
back.
about what you're doing with your body.
Exactly.
And like, mind your own business. That's someone else's
Yes.
life. That is someone else's life. They're making that decision for them. So when they go to sleep at night, they have to deal with that.
Right.
So it's something else. Tyrone,
It,
do you have
it's
an opinion on this?
correct.
Absolutely. All this is the ignorance of men. And I'm saying it as a straight man. You doing it out of what? A fear from 1600 years ago?
It's
Why?
really I don't know what the fear
Like,
is. It's nothing to
I
do
mean,
with them.
it has nothing to do with you. It's their life choice. And now you're trying to say we have the right to tell you what to do. I was like, what happened to the separation of church and state? Because these are church values that y'all are imposing at the state level, nationwide. I don't understand why this party, the Republican Party, has taken such a large stance on governing people's lives.
Right. And they're supposed to be the party that wants to leave government out of our lives. And yet, they're fighting for this. So, we're just praying for the best. But we'll just see where it goes from here. So in other
I don't
news,
even like to even
Look, I got several conspiracy theories and speculations that I can throw out there, and we would be sent up here for another half hour on it. I refuse to go down that rabbit hole right now.
I will even take government politics out of it. But the women who gonna self-destruct their own bodies, period. Let's talk about that. A human life. I mean, I know we're getting rid of one, but would you rather lose one or you rather lose two? Like, I don't know. I go back to saying, if you don't like what people are doing with their bodies, then you don't do it with your own body.
Exactly. And then what's even worse for me is the victims of rape that become pregnant from rape, the victims that become pregnant from incest, the people that become pregnant and their bodies cannot carry a child physically.
What about the babies that's not going to make it outside the womb? And I'm going to give you an option
to terminate.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, personally, if I knew I had a child in my womb that would not be able to make it outside of my womb, it just was not going to happen. To be honest, I wouldn't let that child have to go through the pain and all that stuff that birthing would, do.
Correct.
So yeah, people are just not thinking, huh?
Now, what's also sad for me is to find out currently that if Roe versus Wade gets overturned, immediately there are states that have laws that go right back in place from the 1800s.
Right. I think I saw in the news it was about 20 states in which it would automatically reverse back to being illegal.
Yeah, there's 13 that will go in effect on day one, and then another 7 that will take effect.
That's something else
in the new year, and I'm like, that's nuts.
If you want to fight,
right? Yeah. So on to the next topic, y'all. So Dave Chappelle was in the middle of a show. Dave Chappelle was in the middle of a show, and then all of a sudden, someone bum rushed the stage and tried to attack him. Apparently, he had a weapon on him as well. I'm not sure exactly. Was it a knife or of some sort? Yes, so it was a knife. So he attacked or tried attacking Dave Chappelle, and he was immediatthen taken care of by security and Dave Chappelle's people. He was then assaulted quite harshly. He had multiple injuries. And then thereafter, I think D.L. Hughley got on stage, and as well as not D.L. Hughley.
Jamie Foxx was certainly
Jamie Foxx, yes.
And Chris Rock.
Jamie Foxx and Chris Rock got on stage, and Chris grabbed the mic and said, "Was that Will Smith?" I was shocked to see this. I don't know what this means. Apparently, the person, the perpetrator, made a song about Dave Chappelle like 2 years ago. So I don't know if he has this obsession with Dave Chappelle or whatever the case might be. But yeah, this was shocking. This was very shocking. Yeah. And Dave Chappelle is like the last nigga that you want to mess with, because he is he don't play them games, and apparently his people don't either. So
especially his people.
Especially his people, okay? Because I know for darn sure if that was Dave Chappelle on the Oscar stage, Will Smith would not have gotten up out of his seat and slapped him in the face, okay?
But if he tried, it would be a different show.
Right.
Dave Chappelle from DC?
Dave Chappelle is from
DC
the DMV. Shout outs to DMV, DC, baby. Chocolate all day.
So what do you guys think about this incident? Like, this came out of nowhere.
You know what? I remember, I'm not going to bring everything back to Beyonce. Remember when Beyonce and Jay-Z had the show together? This guy ran up on stage trying to attack Jay-Z because he cheated on Beyonce. But them backup dancers was not having it. This reminded me of that time because I mean, when I say these security men all went for Jake, that person who went on stage, and you can tell they were whooping his behind, like they was going at it. And I think Dave Chappelle was really trying to like keep it together, but he'll make a joke about, okay, let me go back and stop this person again too. Like he was really trying to keep it together because he knew it was being taped. But people, if you don't, I don't know why people want to jump on stage. Just don't attend the show if you hate somebody that bad.
Don't pay your money.
I'm not going to see the baby because I don't like the baby.
Exactly.
I'm not going to go to his show and then go on stage and jump him and get attacked by all his men. Like,
right.
That's stupid. I don't understand that. And then, Dave Chappelle now, you got away with that joke you put your man at the end. Was a trans woman. I heard it.
Yeah.
But you were just playing. I know the joke came from the other thing back
from the other place. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
So I ain't sensitive to Dave Chappelle. I'm not that kind, okay? But watch it.
But this dude had a play gun, a play gun.
With a
had
knife.
A play gun.
Yes, and a knife.
With a knife taped to the front of the play gun.
What?
Wow.
And he's not going to jail. So this is the problem right here for me. Because it's too many people, the baby, getting off. It's too many people getting off from killing people and beating people all the time, and there's no consequences at all. This is why people keep doing it. Do you wonder why the U.S. is effed up?
Well, I think that there might have been a lot of consequences that came from that young man without even getting arrested.
Well, yes, his arm was on backwards, and we know
His
that.
arm looked like it was like a Ken arm that was reattached incorrectly.
Wow.
Like
Mr. Potato.
The Toy Story, yeah.
Mr. Potato, bruh.
It was horrible. His elbow was facing forward.
I don't feel bad for him. I don't feel bad.
Oh, wow.
Oh, no, I don't feel bad for him. No, because people have to realize with actions come consequences. So in turn, and to be honest, if he wasn't beat up that bad, because I don't know if you saw with his face, but he was lumpy.
Oh, it was bad.
Yeah, he was lumped up.
He looked like Martin.
Yes, it was right. So that go around.
And they dislocated his other arm. They had him in a sling. The other arm, it was dislocated. So I believe if he wasn't injured to that space, I think he still would have been incarcerated.
I think that he should still be going to jail because
absolutely.
Let me be an artist or a comedian or whatever, and I'm having a show, and you come on stage. It's one thing for a fan to just be in search of all of you and come on stage, but you actually had a knife onto a play gun. That is dangerous. What if I was timid, or what if I was somebody else who didn't know how to get down and dirty too? What if I have a crew behind me?
I'm from the suburbs. I don't know about hood stuff.
Oh, man. Well, you better get with the program now these days.
That's why I have him.
Right.
Right.
I don't have to learn nothing.
Correct.
Come on this way.
But
I think you should be somebody going to jail. I think you should at least do something or get some money out of him or something.
Yeah.
Well, with as bad as he was beaten up, he could have a chance to be.
I could have been cut up. I don't care.
Okay.
See,
yeah, you're right.
I blame the district attorney's office.
Ooh, go in.
Because they couldn't find the right charge to charge him with.
Really?
Oh, really?
This is the reason behind it. It's like, well, and they abstained from this case now because it was like, well, no harm came to Dave Chappelle, so we can't really charge.
But he was still attacked.
I was like, what about the attack?
Right, he was physically
if Dave Chappelle was white, would it be some charges then brought against him?
I'm pretty sure there would be.
Quickly, before he would have been in that ambulance, would have been charges against him.
Like, and at least an assault charge at the least.
That's
But
a
you know,
possibility.
You arrest somebody. You're right.
but what I'm hoping is that this doesn't cause fear amongst comedians thinking that they're going to be attacked at their shows, like at their smaller events or whatever that might not make it onto the internet. And so I feel like this is a really bad time for comedians, and I don't know how they're going to turn this around.
And that's
But
Will
I
Smith's
think the
fault.
best way to turn this around
Yes.
is to make jokes out of it, is to laugh at it.
And I think they're
Um,
doing a pretty good job at it, especially with Chris Rock being able to say something in that space. That's hilarious.
Chris Rock
right,
need to shut up because he should have said something back then in that space when he was in that space.
So he said, "Y'all about to pay for his pain. Y'all either going to get a book,
right.
a movie, a major interview, something that he's going to make money off."
Yeah,
What?
Chris is sitting on that thing. Chris is
Said
sitting on it until his
like these
payday.
Caucasian folks, like these color folks, they out here, what they do is turn that negativity into money. Just like with Candy with the dungeon thing, she turned that into a moment and she made money touring off of that. So I know that he's about to tour. That he's got to be touring. They're gonna call it the Slap Tour. I believe it.
He's already on tour.
Or no.
Yeah, he is already on tour now.
No, but
the
you got to
next
get ready for
one.
the next.
The next one.
That's the next
Right.
one, and it's not.
He slapped me.
It's not. He slapped me. It's get slapped. That's what's gonna be called.
All right, now that's
You're welcome.
something for real. Just slap for real every show.
Oh.
Wow.
We should see, but that whole thing was crazy.
That was crazy.
I don't like to look at broken limbs, but I could actually
Me
look at
either.
that. I could look at that one.
I don't want to see it at all. I have that.
No, it's not really bad. Because when I
Oh,
saw
it's
it,
not.
it looked like it looked like he's doing like this, but when
Yeah.
you really look at it, it's really
His
like
face
oh,
his
Oh,
face looks horrible though. His face
yeah,
is
it's big old lump like right here. Like
yeah, I saw that.
Like Martin, he was lumped up.
I
As
just
he
hate that
should
he
be.
was black. But then again, I really don't see a
I'm
white
not
person
sure if
going up to
I'm
do
going.
that.
I'm not sure if I'm going to accept that he's all black. His hair is
Okay.
too loose for my taste.
Oh.
He might be a little
He
brown.
might have some brown in him, but I'm not sure about black. You'd have to look into his lineage.
Gotcha. All right. And so in our next story, as you guys heard in our previous videos, we had been talking about this lawsuit that Black Chyna had filed against the Kardashians. Well, that lawsuit is over. Black Chyna lost the lawsuit, meaning she is getting zippity doodah for her troubles. I don't know how much she spent on legal fees to make this lawsuit, but I'm sure it was a couple bands. Are you guys sad about this outcome? Are we feeling for Black Chyna in this moment?
I'm kind of over Black Chyna, to be honest. Like, she has no storyline. There's no story. There's no reason why you should be suing. You just want $1. To me,
That's how I feel too. What y'all think?
I never felt that she truly could, beyond without a doubt or whatever, prove that they were against her, because I do believe they did what they did or said what they said to make sure that she wouldn't have a show any longer. To be honest with you,
Yeah.
but it's about proving it. It's about proving
Right.
it. I don't think she had the material, the receipts, or anything like that to prove that.
but nobody watched the show anyway.
As if, yeah, I know, like as if
It was on Zeus.
And in the filing, she said that
No,
her show
it's
was the
not
number
an
one
show.
show.
Yeah, I think she went on Zeus, or she was
No.
on Zeus first, and then with the
No. She first was on E when Rob and what's his face was together. After that, she got
went
on,
on Zeus on her own show.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But well, what girl? You're definitely gonna be on E with a Kardashian, but now you're not with a Kardashian no more. Why would E want you anymore?
Well, I think she's already burned that bridge for the most part.
First,
And I think that's why she went forward with the lawsuit that she did, because she knew she wasn't going to get back into their good graces in no time soon. And I feel like this is probably what we're going to see with Nene's case, because I don't know if Nene really has the evidence that she needs to prove that there was actual discrimination
yeah.
on the set of Real Housewives of Atlanta, and she's going to need witnesses. Do you think any of those other ladies are going to speak on her behalf?
No, that's when they still employed by Bravo.
Exactly. Exactly.
So that's going to be.
Well, you know what? Monique from Potomac, the ex-wife from Potomac, did say you don't know. Maybe she was like, because people say, well, why would you sue now after all these years you've been on Bravo? Why you never sued before? And she did make a good statement saying that you never know what somebody could be going through and holding in, so that show can still flourish.
Absolutely.
Like, and I can understand that point,
Keep the
but
money
still,
coming.
just keep the money coming. And that's not just for me, but for all of these black women.
Yeah.
I still don't believe that. I mean, I believe that every job has a little bit of racism in it.
Yeah, it's certainly possible.
But if you felt so passionate about quitting a job because of that, you would have quit long years before this.
Right.
Not when things got hard and they didn't want you anymore.
But that's a rock of the hard place because you don't know your bread and butter is where you're being discriminated at. And I mean, not regular old bread and butter, not like buy me a $500,000 house bread and butter. I'm talking about $1 million houses bread and butter.
Right, your only bread and butter.
You know what's her? Oh Lord, her husband. May he rest in peace. You know he wasn't making any money.
Right.
Yeah, but still, it's only so much you can take down. Granted, I never made $1 million in my life. But my last job that I had, I was making great money there, but it got to a point where it was just stressful, and I couldn't deal with it anymore. Even though it allowed me to do a lot of things, it's not worth my happiness and my health.
Yeah.
Right.
How many days can you move forward with being unhappy in life just for a check? And it was a big check. I don't know. I probably would have deal with that.
Outside of recording, it let her live pretty nicely.
Yes, and you work
absolutely
yourself.
Okay, guys.
I don't know.
I need to make sure I say something right now. I am so cute.
You are.
You see all this? So cute.
What you get your locks with that? Oh yes.
Hey, I'm getting my locks next Saturday on the 14th. Anywho, how you feel about this?
I'm so excited.
Me too.
Man, when is she going to go away? Like Chyna, when is she going to?
She need to go.
Her and her mama.
Right.
That was my whole opinion of this. Like, Rob got rid of you. The Kardashians got rid of you. Go on with your life.
You forgot Tiger. Anyway.
Tiger too. Go on with your life.
But have you guys...
Live your life. Enjoy the baby that you...
Babies. Have you guys seen like a recent face photo of hers?
Yes.
I haven't.
She need to stop.
Stop all that.
Oh, she's doing the surgeries and whatnot.
Yes, on her face. She's trying to have more like a sweetheart face, and it just comes out. It's looking like her chin just.
I heard on Alexander Rogers' show that Delicious has had some work done as well. Delicious from the second season of
Delicious
looks good.
She had plenty of work, but her work looks amazing.
Oh, I need to see that then.
Delicious don't look like Delicious.
She sure don't.
K. Michelle's face looks good too.
K. Michelle's another one that don't look like
K.
Michelle.
Herself at all,
but she was good. But she was good.
It's what Khloe Kardashian is trying for.
Yeah, you know who had a good facelift? Gladys Knight. Child, she did.
It was a little droopy bit one time, ain't it?
But they snatched her.
They snatched her a right
good. And pluck.
Okay.
Okay.
But anyway, so last hot topic really quickly. So it was reported that Kanye sent Kim the computers that had the sex tape on it. Apparently that was supposed to be some type of gift of some sort. I don't get what that was all about. And then Ray J came out and said the whole sex tape was a plan from the get-go, including Kris Jenner and Kim Kardashian, which I believe wholeheartedly. But that's neither here nor there. So how do we look at this gesture? Do we think that Kanye is still trying to get back into Kim's good graces? What does this mean for them?
We don't. We don't.
Thank you.
Continue to ignore the Kim Ye madness and move
He
on.
just wants them to keep
Leave them attention whores alone.
You know, the sex tape thing in 2022 doesn't hurt anybody anymore. I think the sex tape thing back then is very hurtful, but now these days when we have so many sex sites and we have regular people doing what's that thing now they do OnlyFans.
Yeah,
like the sex tape thing is like okay, so what? Like move on. We the tape was not good at that then. It ain't good now.
Okay.
And we don't care.
Easy.
Child.
Man,
people have sex tapes in their phone all the time.
But let's be real. You know, they're on another reality show on a new place. It's
Hulu.
Hulu, thank you. On Hulu. So they need to show that they are valuable. So we got to get a story going. And having a story like that, or having a story to where her son sees her on Roblox crying, like, why? Like
that's my favorite one.
But that's what comes with it. And for her to be on a TV show crying, like they're surprised as to how this is happening and what's going on, don't have the words to talk to her own son about it. It's like, this is
don't talk about
it. The problem, I think, what made her mad is that he was laughing at it.
Yeah.
Well, he'll know what it is, and I would ask him, okay, that's just, give me that here, like, pay it off.
Okay, nowadays, the only people that are being hurt by sex tapes are pastors.
Ooh,
that's true.
And
everybody else, it boosts their career. They know what to do with it, and that exposure. Pastors, they don't know what to do with that.
There's nothing they really can do about it.
No, it's the pastors with sex tapes.
If they were smart, they would embrace the culture,
the same sex
and make it a part of their ministry. But they're not that smart.
But they're trying so hard to keep that mask on, a mask of holiness, as if everything is always okay.
Right.
And that I've never done anything outside of the will of God.
Yeah, it's something else. But so last week, the first episode of The Real Housewives of Atlanta new season 14, if I'm not mistaken, premiered. And all of us, I think with the exception of Tyrone, have watched the premiere episode. We're not going to judge him or whatever, because that's really just not his thing. And, you know, we don't judge him for that. You know what I'm saying? We're not going to hold that against him. You know what I'm saying? Just like Whoopi said in Act 2. We will not hold it against him that he
look, I don't care what y'all think. If I'm not watching it, or am I watching it? I don't care.
Oh, okay.
All right. So so this is the first time that I've watched The Real Housewives of Atlanta in a long time. I enjoyed the episode. I thought it was a cute episode. It really introduced Marlo as a main housewife. As she said in her line, you know, I've always had the juice, but now I have the peach. So, you know, congratulations to her. She's been around the block for over 10 years as a friend to the show. So I think with the fact that they don't have a plethora of women to choose from in Atlanta, they went ahead and handed her a peach. So I felt like, well, I mean, you know,
they just need to start over.
But I enjoyed the episode for the most part. The new girl, what is her name? Sonia. I really love her. I think she's absolutely gorgeous. She is a 4-time gold medalist for the Olympics in the sprints. And she was an interesting character. She went on ahead over to Marlo during her event, and you know, was giving her the tea about what the other girls were saying and whatnot. What did you guys think of the show? Just overall thoughts.
You know, being that I'm a strong watcher from season 1 up until now, didn't miss a season yet, I can really be the only one telling you if it's a change or not in the show already.
That is a great question.
But anywho, I will say usually the last couple of seasons, the first episodes have been like boring. This one has been. I was very surprised.
Okay.
It actually kept my attention the entire show, and it also usually the first episode does not include the taglines. This one did. So I'm like, okay, bravo. Y'all doing something different now. Okay, I see y'all. But the show, I think getting rid of boring ass Cynthia is a good thing. And I think Portia not coming back gave me a chance to enjoy I'm tired of seeing Portia and Kenya go at it. It's old news. Y'all don't like each other. I don't care. So I'm glad those two have now went, and now we have two new peaches. I think Marlo deserved her peach from episode 1. She bought it.
Absolutely.
Marlo definitely bought it. She was very entertaining.
Absolutely.
Sonya was very good too. No, this is Sonya's second time being on TV. She had her own show back in the day.
I actually watched that.
Yeah, so I can tell she feels very comfortable in front of the camera. So I do like her dynamic. I like her parents, Jamaican parents and everything.
Love the patois.
Love the parents.
They are very entertaining.
Yes. Drew, I love Drew,
Look like what the hell.
but I want Drew to leave that man alone. Her husband.
Child.
Can I raise my hand just a quick
Please.
moment? Okay. Man, that was a previous season. Tyrone doing his Googles about Real Housewives. So I have not been watching simply because I didn't have cable, but I do have avenues. So for my friend Mike, I went ahead and watched the most current episode of Real Housewives. Y'all, that Drew. I'm not sure how you like her, but no.
I like it because I'm a fan. I watched her when she was on, the game.
Yeah,
she played her own Juice Adora, her own name.
Yeah.
Then she played T-Balls in the TLC movie.
Now I can give her that.
She did a great job.
Respect for that.
So I love those two shows.
Yeah.
I mean, I love TLC, so I loved her when she played T-Balls, and she really did a good job on that. And she's a pretty girl. I mean, great mother. I feel like Drew.
I got a question.
Okay. Here you go.
Do you really think she lost 24 pounds?
No.
Well,
was I not supposed to answer that?
It showed it on the TV. One thing about Bravo and their cameramen and the producers, they are very shady. They showed it on the TV screen, and she only lost 10. But this is what I don't understand either.
I'm not even sure she lost that because it looked like she was a little bit bigger than that after.
Let me say this.
Lord. No, she looked. I'll say she looked
smaller. She was smaller.
I feel like she did look a little like a teeny tiny bit smaller, maybe like 5 pounds at the most.
I can tell she lost weight from last season. I can say that because she had a
from
good
last season. Yeah, okay.
She have a good. And so right now she's flat. She's flat right now. So I tell she did something, but she did say she had a hysterectomy, and she said in a comment she said on the show why they already had her open. They told her to go ahead and do a mommy makeover. Now these are two different doctors, Drew. So it's not making sense to me.
Yeah,
I don't
a plastic
get that.
surgeon is not going to deliver your baby.
But hysterectomy not going to remove your stuff. It doesn't make no sense. So, but I think she did have a mind makeover, that she said, and but who is telling the truth anyway? Celebrity wise, they on Instagram with those teas and everything, saying it's no more bloat anymore. They know damn well they ain't using it.
I think we just want a little bit more receipts or whatever. Cause I'm with Candy and Sonya. Like, you sure, sis? Like,
right?
You can't do a squat, girl. But Candy's the hood, so Candy don't work out either. So,
but Candy, but Candy don't make no never mind about that. She's okay with the way that she looks.
You're right. She ain't talking about, oh, I lost this weight or I'm getting smaller and smaller every day. No. She ain't never said that. But one thing I can say, I really enjoy Sonya. Sonya looks so good.
She do.
She
looks
and her
gorgeous.
son's only a year old.
Gorgeous.
And her husband is.
Yeah, a lot of people.
Chocolate drop. Okay, like ooh.
Okay. with the little silver right
Little
here.
little
Yeah.
little gray right here. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
oh,
You don't
honey.
need much, you know what I'm saying? You enjoying that? He look, yeah. But I found it hilarious with her parents, how they were
Jamaican
talking about, but
powers.
if they had another if they had another baby,
The dad.
I'll help with the formula.
I'm glad you
Yeah.
understood because their accent was very strong.
But you know
Oh my
what?
god!
I have a slight feeling that that might not be like as huge of a problem between them as they're letting on to be.
They know they
I
need to
think
stop.
they're just kind of making this sort of kind of their storyline in a way.
Exactly.
Because they seem to have like a really, really good relationship, like a really solid relationship, at least to me.
Yeah,
But do you guys
first season jitters is always never going to actually put everything out there in the open. But my
right?
mom always said, whatever's done in the dark will come to light.
So, do you guys think that that
Mm,
was Jennifer Lopez's actual Gucci dress that she had at that show?
Versace.
Because there was a drag queen on this past season of RuPaul's Drag Race, who claimed to have that dress on the runway when they had a night of 1,000 JLos as the runway category. So this dress is just kind of getting around. So where'd you get this thing from, Marlo?
Yo, I don't believe it. I
I
don't
think it
believe
might be is that replica.
Exactly. Because here's the thing. One of the last times J-Lo did Saturday Night Live, she
Hmm.
said she pulled the dress out of her closet and she wore it on Saturday Night Live.
Yeah.
I thought that
So
little
I
Madame
believe she's
Tussauds,
still
Madame.
rumors.
But you know what? I don't think it's J-Lo's dress. But I think it's a Zach
Mm-mm.
replica. I know I can
I
afford it
can agree with that.
regardless.
And what
Yeah.
did you guys think of Marlo's second outfit? Because I hated it.
That strawberry
I
outfit.
Yeah.
really hated
You know
it.
what? I'm
And just
extra. I'm extra. So if I could, I would.
To be honest,
ja-
I thought it was cute.
I liked
I
it.
thought it was cute.
It's different.
ah,
I
I
like
Yeah,
it didn't
I,
give it
I'm
didn't give
thinking
her any shape
Avatar.
at all. I thought it was too short. To me,
No,
it
it's
looked
just right for me.
a little cheap. Like I don't know. I
It
and
did not look cheap.
I think that Sheree said it best when she said that looks like the little candies that my grandma used to give me in church to shut me
Yes.
up.
Yes, it did look like that, but the way that it was made,
I
the
can
short
tell.
skirt, I thought it was cute.
I liked it.
I thought it was cute.
It
I
kind of
like the
reminded me
outfit
of
too.
a dress that Solange wore at the Met Gala a couple years ago. The way that it fanned out in front of her and it really didn't have like that much shape in the front or
Mhm.
whatever. But anyways, so what do you guys think about Sheree returning to the cast for a third time? I think it is now
You know,
that she's
it,
been
it's a
reintroduced to the show.
it's the third time. Yeah, I like Sheree. I always love when the OG returns. It's nothing like having somebody who started the show off return back to the show. So I'm always here for Sheree. Sheree is somebody who is, to me, keeps it 100%. I'll say 95% real to
Okay,
me.
because I was about to say not 100% child.
Yeah, 95 is close enough. She's on. Yeah, Sheree looks good still. She still brings it. And you know what? Sheree has a lot of iconic moments.
Yeah.
People give it to Nene being the head of the show, but Sheree, to be honest, was the show back in the day.
She was.
She was.
Like, who gonna check me, boo? That still goes hard right
Right.
now.
And all that stuff for the divorce and everything.
Yes.
But I
So
can say Sheree just needs to be happy that Candy ain't letting Phaedra back, because I believe they go for Phaedra before they get Sheree.
Oh,
well, you know what?
absolutely.
No, actually. Sheree did an interview with Carlos King,
Okay.
and Sheree said before they asked her to come back, she asked them, "What about Phaedra?"
Mm-hmm.
But because Candy's still on the show, they didn't do it. But Phaedra's going to be on the second season of Housewives.
The ex-wives.
Yeah, which I think is
Now,
a little boring, but
I think I may watch it because they have the crazy Caucasian ladies on there,
they
and I
do.
think it may be worth watching. I think so.
So what is
I
that new
think
show going to be?
it's the ex-wives
Ex-wives.
of Bravo or whatever. So it's like all ex
Wives.
people who don't show no more. So like
Okay.
Phaedra is gonna be the girl, Eva,
Eva is in
and
there,
and all the white cast. I don't know them.
and a bunch of white ladies. Yes.
Um,
And where is it going to be taking place? Like, have they chosen like one city to have them all come down and film, or do you guys not know that?
it's not like it's gonna be like a host. It's like a it's not like the main show like brought like Atlanta Housewives. It's gonna be like only a couple weeks. Not it's not gonna be like a
Oh,
yeah.
Like a little
okay.
vacation.
I like in reality they'll probably for 2 weeks, but they made like a couple episodes of it there.
Gotcha. And
Yeah.
where do you guys think this storyline with Drew's husband is going? Like, are we going to see said assistant? Apparently, someone else's assistant is having some shady thoughts. I think Sheree's assistant and Sonia's assistant, or someone else's assistant. But it was
No,
the black gay
Drew.
man with the locks. Drew's
It was
assistant, yeah, it
Drew.
was the black gay man with the locks. That
Extra.
greeted
He
them when
did.
they came in.
I was so over him.
Extra.
Oh
was.
my
Extra.
gosh,
I
sir,
was as
sit
well.
down.
Hi,
Oh my
Miss Candy
God.
Burrs.
With the whole Ronnie
Libations.
no.
Yes.
So extra. Get his little camera time. Get it. How you doing?
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. That's all that was missing. How you doing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. But you know what? You guys missed the first season. Drew came on there. He went away out the blue. The husband, and still he went to Tampa.
Oh, I heard about
And
it.
Yeah.
Yes,
They mentioned that
and-
on this episode.
correct, but Drew still to this day still don't know what he did in Tampa. He just said he went to get away. I don't know what husband, what family man gets up and go away,
Wow.
and you don't tell your wife. But anywho, now this season, he is now getting a massage. Or somebody offering him a massage.
His
I feel like it's
assistant
just
offering
Right.
him a massage.
he should have hired her, and it's very disrespectful to be honest. And it's not cute, and he makes Drew look stupid on TV.
Oh, and another slap in the face when he said that if he had to choose between his dreams and Drew, he would choose
It'll
his
be
dreams.
dreams.
Yeah.
Like, girl,
That's
does he need
devastating.
to say any more? Like, does
No.
any more need to be said?
That is
But
my cue to exit stage left.
it's like a parent at this point. She's just staying with him to have somebody because no one. That's not what marriage is.
And
That's
she's
not.
a cute lady. She can get anybody she wants.
Yeah, but
And the thing
Very
is,
pretty.
like, the thing is, what frustrates me is that I feel as though she knows he's doing her wrong, and she's just staying in the relationship just to be in the relationship, and that just hurts my heart because it's like what are you getting out of this, girl? Like, you're not getting true love. That's definitely not what you're getting. So what are
definitely
you getting out of this relationship, homegirl?
He mind fucked her because I feel like, and it's not Drew's not the only one that does it. There's a lot of people that stay there for whatever reason. I think it's very stupid to do so, but when you're in love, you kind of blinded to a lot of things, and even though it's right in front of your face, clear as day, you still don't see it.
yeah.
Unfortunately.
All we can do is wait until it hurts enough for her to leave him. That's really all that.
When you get tired
Exactly.
of him, you'll know when to go.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And
That's exactly the advice that I used to give to my homegirls back in the day when we were still teenagers talking on the house phone. When you get sick and tired of being sick and tired, you will leave the
Yes.
relationship. But until that moment, don't bring this subject up to me ever
Don't you,
again.
Jonathan?
Please.
That's you and me to a T. Don't tell me no more.
Please.
Don't ask,
I'm
don't ask for no more advice because it's gonna be leave him, and then you're gonna be no. We ain't gonna do this no more.
Somebody
Right.
said that if you're gonna allow your man to cheat and you know about it, you're gonna stay. Don't just let the man cheat and don't say nothing else about it. Let him
Let him
cheat.
cheat in peace, because apparently you're
right.
I don't hear about
Exactly.
it.
So do you guys think that this is what Drew is doing? She's just letting him cheat? Or do you guys think she really feels as though he's being faithful to her?
I think you know something, but you're wishing for the best.
Yeah,
I agree. I feel as though she knows better, but she's just hoping. Yeah, like you said, she's hoping for the best. She's giving him the extra benefit of the doubt at
But
this point.
I believe that you're right. She's given the benefit of the doubt, which is why she's exerting all this energy into these arguments. It's like I don't even know why she even argues back and forth with the man. You're never going to get a straight answer.
Ever.
Well, when you're not done, you're gonna sit there and can't argue. It's when you don't argue, he's gonna need to be scared.
Exactly. But she just need to get her little nest egg going. She need to get her money together. She need to,
Right.
basically prepare herself, and she can continue to act as if everything is okay and go through
Right.
the process of leaving him. Yes, Tyrone?
I got a question.
Ask away.
What is it with these guys and these fine women, and they don't do nothing for them? They always going out and cheating with somebody else, but have this fine woman at home.
You know
I think
what?
it has a lot to do with ego. I think it has a whole lot to do with male ego.
Because she is gorgeous.
She's very.
You gotta think about it though. Some people get with people because they look really good, okay? And as they continue to stay with them, unfortunately, other characteristics become known. I do feel that Drew is just a little ditzy, just a taste, not a whole lot, but just a little.
Taste.
Okay,
little.
she's ditzy, okay?
Yeah.
So there is something in her that he possibly may not like and will go to other women to find, like with the Holtz from Love and Marriage Huntsville. When he was cheating on his wife, Martell, somebody, whatever his name is, Holt. When he was cheating on his wife, he was cheating on somebody that wasn't as smart as his wife, didn't have, the degrees, someone that wasn't as business minded. He wanted to go with somebody that was slower than him because I believe he felt emasculated by his wife because she was doing everything. She had to lean on him even for business stuff. She had to get the builder's license. She had to get, you know what I'm saying? She had to push the business stuff and then push her own business stuff. And she had no problem doing that without him. Not saying that was a bad thing. He just needed to be able to accept that that's the woman that he married. But unfortunately, he would have rather gotten with someone that's a little bit more simple. And he stayed with her. He's still with her now.
You said it right. It was an ego.
Ego.
You know what? My supervisor of the old job kind of made it make sense for everybody one day.
Mm-hmm.
He said that you can go to a car lot and you can pick out this 2022 car, Lamborghini, 40 loaded. It got everything you want. You have this car at home now. Your friend take you back next week to the car lot just so he can get cars. You see this old broke up, beat up car. It's a cute car, but it's not what you got at home. But it's a cute car, and I don't want to take it at home and keep it, but I just want to test drive it.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of what men do. I guess men do also. They don't want this woman, but they just want a little test drive.
Yeah, but being a married person.
Well, yeah, you better fight temptations.
Right.
Exactly. We shouldn't even be going to the lot. Why are we considering going back to the lot?
Yeah.
Right.
Why are you putting yourself in that position? Don't put yourself in that position where you're going to be tempted, especially if you know that you are weak to temptation.
Weak.
In the knees.
But you said something right there, Jonathan. Do they know they are weak to temptation?
See, that's it. Because some people, not just saying men now, anybody, there's a lot of people that don't understand that if they don't identify their issues or weaknesses, you will never know and you will fall prey to them. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
No, it's an addiction.
It's another thing too.
Not that I don't cheat, but it's other things that I do that I know is not right.
Mm-hmm.
But even when I do, I'm like, oh, I shouldn't be doing this. I shouldn't be doing this. But it's an addiction. It's low-key an addiction. Like, even though it don't have to be drugs, it don't have to be something like y'all know. It can be something simple as eating candy. You shouldn't have candy, but you're just so addicted to eating it. It can be something simple. It's an addiction.
But I think what makes it worse though is when we add another human being into our issues.
Exactly, because when you involve someone else, then that's just going to bring them down. And they're an innocent bystander. That's the worst thing about it.
While you're trying to cope with your personal issues.
Now, if y'all have an agreement, if y'all have an agreement, y'all have an understanding, and y'all are
That's
on
not
the
the
same page
situation.
when it comes to that, then that's okay. But if you're deceiving someone, then that's where the issue lies.
Tyrone, what
That's
you gonna say, Tyrone?
it's the ethics. If you
Yeah.
follow ethical behavior, that's a different story.
It's not always that easy though.
Agreed.
Because with me, I think I have an eating addiction. I'm not saying I'm not like 600-pound life though, but it is. I can't just stop. Like it's hard when you. I'm
It
stuck,
is.
but damn, that shit was so damn good. I want to use another little bite.
Exactly.
So it's hard. Even though I'm not bringing somebody into it with me, but I mean, it. Not saying it's right. I mean, you need to get because cheating can be prevented. Like everything else can be prevented.
Absolutely.
But sometimes you might even just go thinking you might be healed, but then when you get there, you're like, oh Lord. It's like going to it's like a crack house, a healed crackhead going to the crack house, thinking he not gonna get no more crack.
Mm-hmm. Being in that environment. What were you gonna say, Ty? You gonna say something?
I wonder this now for our new cast member. How much of an influence will the other women have on her marriage?
I don't think
and
so.
Will they be able to?
She's not going to let anyone infiltrate her relationship whatsoever.
No.
I can just tell from the first episode that she's a strong woman that makes her own decisions.
Both of them are strong,
They might try to bring things to her attention, but she's going to process that information, figure out what she needs to do with that information, and then move on from there.
Before blowing up.
Sonia seems to be a very, very even-keeled, extremely intelligent woman.
I agree.
I don't think she's falling for the
also, this is not her first rodeo with reality TV. So she already has. If this was her first time on TV, then I'd probably be a little nervous. But I don't think she had nothing to worry about because she legit good in her man. I think she know everything. Even if he cheated me in the past, she know about it. She worked it out, and she know you can't bring her nothing to her that she don't know.
Right, exactly. So we're coming. But we're going to go ahead and wrap things up. We're going to continue to watch Real Housewives of Atlanta. We may do recaps as the season goes on. So stay tuned.
I have one more question. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Who is your best tagline? Who has the best tagline?
Immediately.
Marlo?
Unfortunately, I have to say Marlo because even though I won't say I despise her. I don't like Marlo one bit. I really don't.
She's entertaining. I like her.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
but her tagline was everything. I've always had the juice,
but now I get the peach. Yes.
Yeah, like that just puts into everyone's faces that she finally has the peach that everyone's saying that she would never have.
The way that she got through Sadora.
She said, "You got a French roll?"
Right.
No, I didn't think. When was her last gig?
Right. Oh, yeah. When was her last?
Well, no. She said, "I don't expect you to know about it." Drew. I said, "Ooh, Drew said, are you for real?"
Oh my God.
But Marlo's quick with it because when Kenya asked Marlo, "Are the kids in private school?" No. Were you in private school? Okay. Like what?
Come on with it.
Maybe a successful businesswoman. Have you been to a private school?
Okay, that was
talking to the money girls at the end. The money girls at the end. I said, "Okay, Marlo, you better exclude everybody else."
Oh, and I will have to say, I am a little disappointed in the ladies not understanding what was going on at her show or whatever.
I liked it.
I liked it, and it even had hors d'oeuvres, of course, the open bar and everything. I thought it was a very lovely event. I don't know what they were trying to make of it. Maybe they were thinking that they were coming to a fashion show or something like that. But she was literally just showing fashions. I don't see what the problem was.
And I'm glad Sheree didn't say that negative because Sheree don't need to say nothing negative ever after she did second season with printouts.
Okay, summer fall.
Right.
No, long time ago.
Summer, fall, September. Okay.
Fashion show with no fashion.
No, how dreadful.
Okay, just drawings. But honey, like I said, we're going to continue to keep our eyes out on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. But thank you guys so much for joining us tonight. Make sure you join us next week, same time, same place, same beautiful faces, 9:30 p.m. on this YouTube channel, JoJo Speaks. Mike, let them know how they can reach out to you on social media.
He had to call first.
Yes, I'm coming back out the weather.
All right, now.
I'll be under the weather. Oh wait, I'm about to feel better. I'm feeling better, y'all.
Good.
Anywho,
That's good.
catch me on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Mr. Real 121. Thank you.
Thank you.
Jennifer Tyrone.
I am Light of the Leo on Instagram and TikTok as well as YouTube. Won't you check me out?
And I'm your boy, Mr. TD McCullum on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. Got some music out there and some more to come. Peace.
Yes, and I'm on Instagram, JoJo_3020. I'm also on TikTok, JoJo_3020_. I'm on Facebook, Jonathan Lee. Just look me up on Facebook and you should be able to see me there. Also, you can reach out to me by email, WilliamJonathanLee@gmail.com. That is my email address. Reach out to me for anything under the sun. And I'll do my best to get back to you. But thank you guys once again for all of your support. Thank you guys once again for watching. Be sure to share this across all of your social media platforms so we can get the word out about JoJo Speaks. Thank you once again for joining us, and we are going to say goodbye and good night.
Goodbye.
JoJo Speaks.
Bye,
I
y'all.
always had to do this, but now I get my peach.
Yes.
JoJo
Bye, y'all.
Speaks.